Welcome back. And on a day when Paytm has made its D-Street debut, a fresh milestone, we have with us Paytm's President and Group CFO. Earlier today, we heard and saw a very emotional founder, Vijay Shekhar Sharma, at the listing. How are you all feeling today as a team?
It's absolutely thrilling, right? It's been 21 years in some ways for 197, 10 years for Paytm. But to have built something which can be listed as the largest IPO ever in the country, it's a huge honor for us, and it's a responsibility, and we take it very seriously. But it's a huge honor and huge testament to all the hard work that the team has done and where India's startup ecosystem has reached.
Absolutely. So retail investors were disappointed when the stock opened over 9% lower from the issue price and fell over 20% in trade today. Did you anticipate this?
Well, I don't think we were spending a lot of time thinking about what price are we going to trade at in 1 day or 1 hour or 1 minute. I think what we were focused on is getting sort of bluest of blue chip investors to invest in our company and be a part of our journey. And I think that has worked out really well for us. I also have to say, I don't think retail investors necessarily look at a company for 1 day or 1 hour. I think sometimes people misunderstand. My sense is that retail investors who have invested in Paytm have done so because they probably use our product. I'm not 100% sure about that, but they probably use our product. And they like our product. They probably have seen that product helping them go about their lives better and also get better and better over time. So I'm guessing that's why they have invested in Paytm's IPO, because they like the product, they like the brand. And I don't think, just like big institutional investors, I don't think retail investors also invest because or where the stock might trade on a single day.
All right. Your message to retail investors at the moment then?
Yeah, my message to retail investors is a couple of folds. One is we obviously want to start with thanking them for their support. We should mention that if you look at our anchor round, the retail investors who have invested in Paytm's IPO have invested alongside very blue chip firms from around the world. And they're really, really high quality institutions. And we're going to be very, very hard at work with the opportunity set that we have, as you have described it, in payments and financial services and commerce and cloud. We're going to be very hard at work to make sure that we try to do the absolute best that we can do across those opportunities.
All right. Well, you have earlier mentioned that marketing costs have been a drain. How much did Paytm spend on marketing costs ahead of the IPO? And when do you think you can contain these expenses?
No, so we spent about 500 crores in marketing costs last year. And I think that article that you're referring to, maybe I slightly misquoted or slightly quoted out of context. What I said was that we are expanding our contribution margin while being able to continue to spend a little bit more on marketing. And that's really our outlook. We've become very efficient as a company. From time to time, we will not shy away from spending a little bit more on marketing, but we believe that we can do that. We can increase our marketing investments while focusing on our contribution profit. And that's what we would really be able to do.
All right. Lastly, your outlook for Paytm's future and for digital payments in the country.
I think digital payments is very, very early. We are going to probably be innovating on payments for the next 2, 5, 10, 20 years, both in terms of the latest technologies and latest payment systems, but also in terms of reach out to consumers and merchants. Around 120 million users, we're quite proud of where we have reached, but it is very, very early, right? I mean, we're all sort of old enough to remember when telecom in India had 120 million users, and then when internet in India had 120 million users. In the same way, I think we're going to look back when we are at 500 million, 1 billion payments users and say, hey, remember the time when there were only 120 million payments users in India? So 120 million payments users has got us to significant scale, complete clarity of business model, tremendous amount of revenue, great contribution profit, and so on. But there's just so much more to do, and this is going to continue to grow, in my view, for a long, long time.
All right. Thank you so much for this interaction. Of course, a fascinating journey there for India's digital payments journey ahead. We'll be back after a short break with more news and updates.